freaking G, you guys. Fenty came out today and I am so excited to review the products that I got with you. So if you're interested in seeing what I got and how I'm wearing it, go ahead and keep on watching. So today is a day that Fenty came out and I am super duper excited for Rihanna and this new business endeavor that she's going into. Kudos to you, girl. I'm all for some black girl magic, making shit happen, okay? So today I'm going to be reviewing the foundation, and this is her matte foundation, and the highlighter. This one is in Trophy White. I got the gold one, and the foundation color that I have is in 390. So I'm going to be doing a demo on both of these in this video. So if you're interested in hearing a little bit more about what I think about these two products and what I saw in the line, keep on watching. Okay, so I went to Sephora as soon as it opened. I had a clean face. I went over there and I tried on the foundation with the primer and the brush that Rihanna also has available in the line. At first I wasn't really sure if I liked the foundation or not. But then I was like, you know what, girl? I think I do like this. So the primer to me wasn't anything special. It felt more like a moisturizer than a primer. I would compare it to MAC's Natural Radiance primer, but not as thick maybe. The Natural Radiance is a little bit thicker, but my Professional is my favorite. Like, this is amazing. My skin is already primed and I'm going to put this on. I like primers that I can visibly see a difference because I already have a moisturizer that I like. So I'm going to add this on and let's see how I like it with this primer on instead of the one that she's providing with her collection. So the shade for the foundation that I got is in 390. I would say that this is comparable to NC45 from MAC. That's what I compare every foundation to. And it says shake well. So we're going to shake it real well. Make sure it's all mixed in there. It's kind of hard to see if you go to the store because I don't really know what these are called, but you see how the foundation bothers like that foggy finish, whatever you want to call this. So it's kind of hard to tell, so I had to try a couple on my hand to see which one I really liked. And the girls at Sephora, of course. Rihanna also has a beauty blender in the line along with the foundation brush that I tried. I'm more of a beauty blender person, but they said, you know, it looks better with the brush. So I'm going to be using my Sigma 3DHD Kabuki today. And I'm just going to squirt this right on there. The consistency is not super thick when you first see it, but it's very buildable. So this is a buildable foundation. I would start off really slowly and build it up from there to see how much foundation do you really need, because apparently some people were saying that the foundation is cakey. Well, that's because you're putting too much on all at once. When I was at the store, I did 2 layers. So it doesn't go on super heavy at first, like you really have to work with it. And I'm more of a beauty blender type of person. I haven't used a brush to apply my foundation on in a very long time. I used to hate beauty blenders, but now they're like my best friends. So this is with 2 pumps, 2 small pumps, because I didn't press it all the way. And I can still see some blemishes from hyperpigmentation. So I'm going to go in again over those spots a little bit more to cover them up. As you can see when you're putting it on, I think this is with every foundation, it looks like it might be more of a glowy foundation. And what I also found was that the girl said to use a sweeping motion instead of circular motions when you are applying this foundation. I don't know why, but apparently that's just how this formula works. But I find that patting the brush onto the skin, patting or pressing it, however you want to call it, also helps with building the foundation a lot better instead of that sweeping motion, which I kind of used when I first put it on. But now that I'm trying to build this, I find it better to just like press the foundation lightly onto the skin. And now that I'm getting to my neck, I'm going to sweep it a little bit. They also said that this foundation does oxidize, so be careful when you're picking your color, because the color will change a little bit as you're wearing it. I'm interested to see how this one is going to wear, because right now I like the way it's matching me. I would say that it's a little bit maybe warmer than I like, but it doesn't look bad. I would definitely have to get a different color for winter, so like I'm not going to use this whole thing or not even get a ton of wear from it for the next couple of months. So this is what it looks like right now that I just put on. As it starts to dry, it's going to look even more matte. When I was at the store and it was drying, it was like a super matte foundation. So this will be really good if you have oily skin, or if you like that super matte look, which I'm kind of not used to because I usually use a foundation that has a little bit of a glow to it. Not necessarily, you know, something super hydrating and moisturizing because I'm slightly oily, but it usually has a little bit of a glow. So this is a little bit, you know, out of what I usually do for myself. But I'm excited to see, you know, how my skin really likes it, because I am a little bit oilier. So throughout the day, my skin will start looking glowy regardless. So I don't really see the finish of this foundation being a problem. Right now, I think I want to add a little bit more right here. I don't think it's showing up on camera, but like for my eyes, like since I know it's there, I want to cover it up a little bit more right here. So I tried to let the foundation do what it do before I put concealer on. But overall, it feels really nice on my skin. To me, it feels lightweight. It doesn't feel or look heavy at all, in my opinion. But in terms of the collection, I really wanted her to have lipsticks. I'm like, Rihanna, come on. You don't wear gloss, girl. Everywhere you go, you got a popping lipstick on. Always. So I think that she might have been playing it safe a little bit with this collection, which is totally fine. The impression that I get is that this is like a soft launch in a way, to see how the public receives it. Are people really going to like it? Do people want to spend their money buying makeup from Rihanna? Because it's not what I would have expected from her. You can use the highlighters as eyeshadow as well, so maybe that's where, you know, the shadow was implemented in a way. The highlighters were all really, really pretty. Some of them were duals, and I liked one side, but the other one I would have had to use as an eyeshadow. I was like, if I'm gonna get a highlighter, I want it to be a highlighter. I don't want to buy it and be like, well, I'll just, you know what I'm saying? And it's permanent. All of this is permanent, so it's not like it's going anywhere. I didn't feel like I had to buy everything right now. But in terms of this foundation, y'all, I like it. Well, I really like it. It's my very first time wearing it, so I don't have a ton to say, you know what I mean? I don't have a ton to talk about it. I can tell you the finish and all of that. Hold on. Because the finish is very matte, even though it doesn't look super matte on screen right now. As it dries, it gets really matte. Like I can see in my mirror that it's starting to look more matte than it did when I first applied it. Coverage is buildable to a full coverage foundation. When you can wear it really sheer with just one pump, and if you need more coverage, you can build up to that coverage that you're desiring. Totally doable. I don't think it looks cakey. It doesn't feel cakey. It's going to really come down to application. You're gonna need to know how to apply it, and you're gonna need the right tools. Just like with any other type of makeup, if you don't have the right tools and you don't have the right technique, it's not going to work for you. It's not a shitty product. Like that's not what that is. So if it's not working for people, in my opinion, is because they're not applying it correctly. And there is such thing as not putting foundation on correctly, okay? It's not that simple for some people. I'm gonna go ahead and highlight with my powder, and I'm going to contour a little bit more, and I will come back and we'll put the highlighter on and see how that looks. I'll be right back. So we're back in action. You know, I got my wig on, I got some earrings, I finished my makeup, and when I was at the store, I tried on the Trophy Wife highlighter, and I was like, it's okay on, like, you know, it looked okay. But then the girl was like, well, I used a color base from MAC. I can't remember the color she used, but she used the peachy one, and then she put this on top and then another highlight. It looked really pretty. It is one of those highlighters that it looks better if you have like a cream base, or it's not super powdery on the skin, or your skin is not super powdery already. So I'm going to be using this color base from MAC, and this one is in yellow topaz. I'm pretty sure that this was a limited color. I'm just going to use my finger, and I'm going to dab this on. And this is going to serve as our base for the highlighter. As you can see, like it's a really pretty highlight on its own, but we are really going to bring it to life with Trophy Wife. And I wouldn't even say never really, but I never use a cream like this one with a brush. I just don't like it. I feel like it blends better when you use your finger. And I'm just tapping this on to my skin. I'm not rubbing it in because I don't want to mess up the makeup that I have already applied. Just a little bit more, because why not? That's highlight. You see how it just gives the skin like a really beautiful glow if you were to wear it on its own. Which I really like. I don't think I've ever used this one. It's been sitting in my drawer. See, this is why I didn't buy anything else, because I have so many cream products and I'm like, this is pretty. And I'm going to go in, which brush is this? This is a 137 from MAC. It's a fluffy tapered brush. It almost looks like an eyeshadow, like a huge jumbo eyeshadow brush. And I'm just going to tap that onto the highlighter. Dust off the excess. I didn't watch the party from last night from Fenty, but apparently the person put too much highlight on. And I'm just going to lightly tap this on there. Holy shit. Like that. This highlight is like out of this world. It's not an everyday highlight, y'all. This is not an everyday highlight. She definitely does have that everyday highlight in the collection. But I wanted something different, something that I don't already own, which I have a drawer that's literally just full of highlighters. So I wanted something different, and I literally don't have anything like this. And I'm just gonna go back and forth a little bit to blend this in a little more. I would say this is like that Instagram highlight. It's like, bam, I'm here, look at me, okay? It's very, very out there. And this is literally just me tapping it like once or twice and taking the excess of it off. Like, this is insane. This is what highlighters should be, in my opinion. Like, you shouldn't have to work for a highlighter. You shouldn't have to put in a ton of work for a highlighter to work for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, This is it. Like, can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Crazy. I'm going to do it on my hand without anything. I hope it shows on camera. But this is what it looks like on without the base. Now I'm going to do a little bit of the base next to it, and I'm going to swatch the highlighter with the base. Now you see the difference? This right here, this one right here has the base right here, and this one doesn't. You can see it, but the other one is popping a lot more. Like this highlight, it looks wet. Like it gives you that wet look right now, and I kind of love it. So let's go ahead and do it on the other side. I almost want, you know what? Let me put it on this side without the base, so you can see what it looks like. It doesn't stick to the skin as much. You see that? See the difference? And I applied about the same. I'm gonna go over it with the cream base, and I'm going to work this in here. We'll see if it turns out a mess because I already put this powder on. But I don't really like it without the base. Like it doesn't pop. She does have something very similar in her collection, and it comes in a stick. I would recommend getting that if you really want the highlight to pop. So I'm not even gonna add anything else to my brush because like it's already like a lot. See that? Now what I'm gonna do, that brush is very fluffy. This one is from Beauty Accents. I don't even know where the hell this came from. But I'm just going to dab the brush on so I can blend this a little bit more. Because I don't feel like that brush doesn't really blend. It's good to put the highlighter on, but it doesn't do a whole lot of blending. If you want to look like a fucking fairy, this is the highlighter for you. If you like a highlighter that it's out there, this is for you. Like this is not for the faint of heart. Trophy Wife is not for the faint of heart. So I'm just going to blend everything together, and I'm going to use Raisin. This is a blush from MAC. Just so I don't look too crazy. And I'm just tapping this onto the skin. After I'm putting this blush on, I'm making it even more. Tapping the blush onto the skin. Now that I have the blush on, because I wasn't really feeling it. Like, I like it, but it seemed very extreme to me because it's so gold. But now that I put the blush on and everything is blended, oh my god, it is beautiful. I wouldn't use this one as like a highlight that I'm gonna put in the bridge of my nose because that would be too much, but this is bomb. Y'all, this is bomb. Ooh. Look at that, like, now it's just this beautiful glow. Ooh. Yes, I'm loving it. Love, 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 love. I'm gonna go back and get more highlighters because you can never have enough highlighters. I just wanted to try it out. I wanted to support her. We need more black women out here creating stuff, you know what I mean? And I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say this is 100% black owned because I don't know. It probably isn't. It probably has a lot of investors, you know, with their hands in this, and they're probably not all black. But at the end of the day, this is a black woman. It's her face. It's her putting her name in it and putting her input into this brand. Like, I will support it. I will, because we need more of it. And if we are not supporting it, we cannot complain about not having it. I'm happy enough that it's her, and I'm going to support it, and I'm gonna ride for her because it's Riri and I love her. But yeah, you guys, so this is what it looks like. I've had this foundation on for like about an hour now. Hasn't really oxidized on me. I've been reading some posts on Facebook and people are saying that it's oxidizing on them. Still looks the same on me, like, and they did tell me at the store, hey, it might oxidize, but I'm not having any issues right now. I'm very happy with that. Overall, I would definitely say go out and try the Fenty line. Go out and try it. I think that there's something for everyone. There were a ton of foundation colors. There's something for literally everybody, and I absolutely love that, especially for my black girls, because we get to go in there and we can actually purchase something, you know what I mean? The highlighters are also black girl friendly. Like, you can go in there and you're going to find something that works for you. You might have to mix and match, but it's makeup. Like, makeup, it's about mixing and matching shit. When people are like, I want the foundation to match me, exactly. Everyone's skin tone is so different. We're not all the same. She had, you know what I mean? Like, there's a really wide range of colors that you're going to find something that works for you. You might have to mix them a little bit. Maybe not necessarily two foundations, but you might have to mix your foundation with a different color or concealer. You know what I'm saying? You might have to become a little bit of a scientist, but sometimes it be like that, okay? Overall, I give this a 10. I expected to see lipsticks from her and I didn't, but like I said in the beginning, I think it's more of a soft launch where she's just trying to see how this collection works. I'm excited to see where it goes, and I'm super excited to see what else she's going to be bringing out. The brushes were really cute. I do like the packaging. I think it was A1. I think that she came out strong with it. I have nothing bad to say, so I'm loving it so far. As I get more products, I'll review them in the future, and that's that, you guys. As always, thank you so much for stopping by and watching my video. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up so that I know that you're enjoying it, and subscribe if you haven't done so already so we can stay connected. And click that little bell, because otherwise you ain't never gonna see my videos, okay? I will see you guys on the next one. Oh, and if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comment section and I'll get to you. Alright, bye.